Hey there, y'all. Amateur historian here with you with a very impromptu video, so my apologies. I don't have my selfie stick with me. I didn't want to burn 3 hours out of my day going home to get one to do a video, so you're gonna have to deal with some of this handheld nonsense today. But I'm walking down the road. I'm gonna be going back to Kelly Butte, where I hate this hair thing that's happening here. Going back to Kelly Butte, where I found the old bunker there. I was kind of in a state of tunnel vision when I went out there, because that was what I really wanted to find. And I was like, well, if I find that, then that's all I need for this video. But I've since heard some more stuff about the area, and it's like, it's like these interesting places where crazy stuff goes on. It's like they continuously get reused when a new kind of crazy thing comes along. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know. It's like Area 51. Like, it was built with an original intention, but I'm sure there's other crazy stuff that's gone on out there. I notice I do this a lot in videos when I'm trying to make a point. It's a little goofy. So I'm just gonna head back over there. I'm gonna want to go out there with my buddy Local Pathfinder at another date for some more craziness. But for now, I just want to go back up there just to kind of lay down some more recent stuff and to kind of just maybe theorize a bit. Steve the Amateur Historian. Here we are, approaching the entrance again. Seems there's actually somebody else here right now. This is so weird. Makes sense. There's motor vehicle prohibited signs up there. That makes sense. So this is interesting. The sign over here says the park is closed from 12:01 a.m. to 5 a.m. But you can't park here after 10 p.m. So from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. you can like still get in here, but you just have to walk. That is weird. Like, I don't get it. What difference would it make? What are they using this parking space for? I'm telling you, man, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. If you want to bust one of those satanic rituals, I bet you that's when it's happening. They're probably parking their long black limousines there. I just wanted to get back to the general area. Up there's where the bunker and stuff is. Mostly because there was something I noticed. We're switching a line, I'm sorry. I just woke up. I've been going straight uphill for a while, and I'm really winded. But I started noticing people posted videos of it on YouTube. It's something that I didn't really find much researching this park space, which, for the record, I'm here during park hours, said so on the side. I don't know. Last time I was here, there's nothing that said I couldn't be here. So I started walking down this really picturesque trail that was kind of going west and then kind of starting to hook south. And if you continue in that direction, I was practically beelining it for a quarry that's off to that way far end. So I was thinking initially when I was here, like, that may be because there's another water tower over here, even though when I was here last time, the big water tower up around the corner and down the hill, there was just a fence around it. There was no like keep out signs. There was nothing. Obviously people like broken the fencing, kicked the fence down, but not really much care and concern for that spot. So I'm like, why would no trespassing signs? Because that's where I encountered no trespassing signs, so I stopped and left. So as I'm moving along this trail, I see the trespassing sign. So I want to read it to make sure. Enforcement agreement. Okay, so I have to turn my ass around. That's the first no trespassing sign I've seen, so just for reference, I'm on a trail in a park. It's getting more and more. I'm maybe close to the water tank. I don't know. That's the first trespassing sign I've seen. No trespassing signs as I've been here, so I'm following their ordinances. You know, again, I'm in a park that the public's allowed access to. And it was as I was starting to go down, getting really close to that rock quarry. Now, why am I talking about this? It's not just that this was something I missed last time I came up here. It's just kind of something I wanted to address, you know? My hair looks ridiculous today. So I'm back. Kissin is the river. Wait. Kristen is river looking for you. Alright. Here I am. I'm back. I feel like heading back towards that staircase would be the best spot to go. Unless there's homeless people here. Yeah. Here we are again. The stairs. Right off that way, you see part of the bunker exposed. Still very quiet. Guy came in and left with a dog. He looks pretty chill, and I'm assuming he walked these trails a little bit. So I'm assuming he didn't see anything uber crazy. But I just want to talk to you for a moment about this place again. I can't tell if it's... See, I keep hearing stuff like that. That was a bird shadow. I'm seeing all kinds of random shit. Oh, I didn't even notice this. This pole here. I totally missed that the last time I was here. That looks real old. That's probably a relic from a more paranoid time. But, oh man, I need to sit down for a second. So, the main reason I came back... Oh, these are sticking. I wonder if this rock along here is all original. I don't know. Could be. But, again, when I came here, I found the bunker. I saw the water tower down there. Didn't pass through the fence to see the tower because I figured you're not supposed to. Again, last time I was here, I went down a trail, go up there, and you kind of cross over the bunker where the land is now. And I went, there's a really nice hiking trail up there. Beautiful, the trees were hanging down over you. It was just gorgeous. And I was making my way west, and then I was kind of meandering southwest. I keep hearing stuff. And then I saw no trespassing signs. So I was like, all right, stopping dead in my tracks. I videoed it for proof, you know. Got in trouble trespassing once. I'm not getting in trouble again, especially, you know, the city doesn't know what they're doing. This is literally regarded as a place that you can, a park you can go to and hike by the city of Portland. Literally, the city of Portland's website says that. So, until they fix their website and say you can't come here, then I'm justified in coming down here as long as I don't venture into trespassing territory. So, I was getting towards where the rock quarry is, which I'll be going to after I leave here because it's right above kind of where 205 crosses Powell. And apparently, this quarry has been there. They've been taking rocks out of it for decades. I've heard 30 to 40 years, longer than I've been around. And a lot of people have noticed that the quarry hole doesn't seem to be getting any bigger. So people are thinking that like the quarry is a ruse for something else that's going on there. And I'm kind of curious about that too, because I'm thinking like, I can come up here, I can go right down by the bunker, I can go literally up to, if I wanted to, up to the big water towers that are down there. There's a fence around it, but there's no like, you can't come through here, no trespassing. I just presume that to be the case. It is covered in concrete, sealed, so they probably don't worry that much about it. It's not like Mount Tabor where the reservoirs are exposed, but it just seems weird that that one would be, way over there would be easily accessible. And that the one over there, because I know there's another one over there, there would be like no trespassing signs, like you can't see this water reservoir. Like that just seems weird to me. So I'm wondering, you know, I was beelining it for that quarry, and suddenly no trespassing signs pop up in the middle of a hiking trail, like a quarter of a mile through this trail. Suddenly, boom, no trespassing signs pop up out of nowhere. And it's interesting, like this trip and my last one, and every other person who's come here and like documented it, either in video form or a blog entry, they always talk about how there's nobody out here and it's always dead quiet. And I'm like, well, if there's a quarry that's been in operation literally, you know, over this hill, why is it that there never seems to be anything happening out there? There's never sounds of rock being broken, which is a loud ass sound. I've been by quarries. You can hear quarry work from over a mile away. You know, I had to be getting pretty close when I turned back at that no trespassing sign. I didn't hear workers. I didn't hear, you know, anything that sounded like a quarry was in operation. And it seems like nobody else has heard that either. So I'm just kind of back out here. I want to be kind of on scene to mention that up because it's just weird. You know, and I admit, you know, when there's a potential conspiracy somewhere, I kind of dive in a little bit. You know, not presuming it to be true, but just there's curiosity there, you know. Got all this here. Yeah, I went right down this way. It becomes a trail off into the trees. And I started going off that way. Then I got forcibly stopped and turned around. And these signs, based on what I can't even read what that sign says. It's been hit by fucking gunshots, which is kind of scary. It's kind of weird, you know. And then there's that one, that's like no motorized vehicles or some shit, I don't know. So that's the second person I've seen up here. Last time I saw nobody, I've barely been here. He's going directly towards the trail that I went, that kind of goes over the bunker and kind of down. And now that I know somebody else is going down there, and they just look like a kid, like just a young guy, probably 17, 18, had a backpack on, he's walked by, looked a little hipstery. I kind of want to walk over there now. I'm such a pussy. And yeah, this one's kind of blurred out by the sun, but it says motorized vehicles prohibited, so I want to check whenever there's signs up, I just want to automatically check to make sure they don't say no trespassing. Because you probably can't see it that well, but in that darkness there, you just barely make it out. That's another motorized vehicles prohibited sign, but it's actually visible because it's not out in the sun all the time. Trail goes up that way, or there's another one that breaks off through there. They connect, because I ended up going in one way and coming out this way. And then there's kind of like these dips, like right here. Like this is a full-on like dip into the ground. I'm wondering if this is where like the ground's starting to cave in because there's just kind of dirt on top of dirt. Like maybe this is kind of the back of the bunker, and then this is kind of where it just becomes land again. And I'm seeing this. I didn't notice this because I was coming out this way and I kind of ran down the hill. This is more remains. Like you got this concrete, who's it? And then this, what the? Nice face you got there. This is like conventional wisdom says maybe this was part. You know what this may have been? In old pictures, there's a big tower towards the back, like that's the front towards the back end, and arching up into the sky. I'm wondering maybe this was the support for that. That's just kind of my first theory. I don't know. But this is kind of been like covered up here, and then it's kind of being re-exposed down here, just like the bunker. Yeah, get out of my head, bee. Bee just went in my hair. Yeah, so I'm on top of it now. Of course, it's been covered up by dirt. There's really nothing exposed on the top. But yeah, maybe, because this is something. I don't know. So maybe this is what the tower was on. This feels like maybe it's a little too far back, because right on the other side of this bushel of leaves, that's the front. And then you come back to here. I'd have to look at pictures, because I'm not sure. But maybe this is where the tower was that stuck out in the back. But if you look past the clothing, here's even more. Oh, that's wood. Sorry. False alarm. I thought that was a chunk of concrete. Alright, so this is the way I went. That trail doesn't really go anywhere, but I went up here, and it wraps around. And I want to see if I can go down any of these trails. Again, the moment I see a no trespassing sign, I'm going to be respectful and turn around. But until I see one, I'm not doing anything. Like right here, another motorized vehicles prohibited sign up. So those are up everywhere. You'd think in this region there would be at least one no trespassing sign if it wasn't cool for me to be here. I'm gonna check this trail real quick. This is where you kind of gotta start being safe and protective, because there was clearly a homeless person here. I doubt they're coming back. This looks very much like it's been abandoned. Maybe at least they had some. Oh my god. Do not look at the nudie mag. I swear, people go into places where random people have squatted and nudie mags every time. I think this trail doesn't really lead me anywhere. I'm gonna turn back because who knows if this guy's coming back. And it looks like this is just leading me back to where I already was last time I was here. Okay. So I went that way last time. I remember I stopped here and I was like, there's no map here to tell you where to go. So I'm gonna try going this way. Probably not gonna find much, but you never know until you try. Adventuring 101. So this path is actually beelining me towards the quarry, which is like this way, even faster than the other trail. So it won't surprise me at all if I'm gonna bump into a no trespassing sign anytime. Another big, man, they were partying out here. Some more abandoned stuff. Sorry, I'm just being very quiet because I'm finding a lot of homeless encampments and I don't want to get jumped. There's so many birds hopping out of the trees, and there's spider webs. I don't know if you can see the spider, but yeah, there's spider webs everywhere. I'm really thinking about turning back. I'm seeing someone through the trees over there. Yeah. Well, maybe I am. This is how people die when they second guess their first thoughts. I'm having to plow through so many spider webs that it just kind of feels like maybe there isn't somebody out here, or at least to this side. There's birds everywhere. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Dude. That was the biggest fucking bee I've ever seen in my life, and he was coming right at me. Yeah. I mean, I'm heading back towards the trail I came from, but nice pillow. This is so weird. That bee did it for me. That bee was like this big, huge. And I was like, nope. And I'm just getting weirded out because, not because I'm finding all these remains of homeless camps, but the fact that nobody's still here Like, and a lot of these camps look abandoned, like they had to be run away from. Oh, snake. Oh, I missed him. See, a snake just came across the path, little black one. Oregon's own. But, yeah, so there was the potential. This is so cool. Why isn't anybody camping here? This is awesome. Okay, fine. I get it. You gotta go get food. You gotta go get stuff. Sometimes you have to find some things. I get that. But all of these, there's nobody here. I've seen 2 people since I've been up here. Guy walking his 2 dogs, and that teenager I saw come up in here, which I don't know what the hell happened to him. But yeah, it's just the vibes I wasn't getting the last time I was here, the first time I was here. I'm starting to get them now a little bit. A lot of people have come here have talked about experiencing feelings of like discomfort and dread, and there's just this dark black feeling they get here. And I didn't get that the first time I was here, but now kind of like a little bit. Yeah, see, I came out a totally different trail again. I came out from this trail up here. See, that no motorized vehicle sign I shot earlier, way up, and that's it. I didn't even realize the trail came out here, because I went up that way, and I thought I was going to come out that way, but I came out back above the parking lot. You know, the bunker's right over there. All right. Well, you know, whatever. Got back to where I started. That was the objective. All right. So again, folks, heading back down this way so I can show you at least a distant view of the quarry area. You can decide for yourself if there's anything weird about it. Again, I apologize for my borderline paranoid state of being. The further down that trail I was going, I had a lot of different thoughts going through my head, and this was a very impulsive video. So I didn't come here with any protective weapons. All I came with was my brains and my brawn and my running legs if I needed to use them. And yeah, as I'm walking out here, I see this bicycle here. This probably belongs to that young guy that walked by me. He didn't even acknowledge me. I kind of turned, looked at him, smiled, and he just kind of walked by. Tell you, he's got to get to that satanic ritual. So this is just too good. Since Google, tracks wherever I go, it seems, this thing popped up. Is this a good place for picnics? Not sure. Good place for doing yoga? I don't know. It's a good place for biking? I mean, kind of. Good place to bring young kids? Probably not. It's a good place for taking walks? I mean, I've enjoyed myself, I guess. Play the public restroom? Not that I saw, bro. Is that door? Probably not, but I don't know. Ramps for... Nope. This is insane. Is there a parking lot? Nope. I would rate this place 5. I loved it. Word. Friggin' Google. Scooch my way up onto this hilltop here. Alright, so you can gauge a pretty good view of everything. We're right through the lines of the Max train here, right there. That's this infamous quarry area. Now, if you look at it, you can pretty much see the whole thing. Like, kind of there's the base of it. You can see rock's been chiseled away over time, and there's this road that comes down by the church over here. And you know, people are just very suspicious because Kelly Butte, and again, we're looking at it from a different angle. When I was coming down that trail, I was literally coming this way. So I was facing this direction, you know, kind of as I was meandering my way. But this quarry has been in effect for the shortest period of time I've heard is about 30 years. And there's not even really a hole there, and they're not really doing anything up at the top there, you know? So technically just this kind of region here is where the quarry's been, and it's just like, you know, a lot of people who have lived here for a very long time have looked at this and they've said, like, you know, over the last several years, there's just been no progress in terms of this quarry hole getting bigger. And for a point of reference, my family used to own property near where like Sherwood and Wilsonville connect, which is just, you know, 20 miles off that direction. And there was a huge rock quarry that was not even, I think maybe a quarter of a mile down the road from our property. So when I would go out there with my dad, we'd always go by this big quarry, huge rock hole, like all of this, all the way to that Goodwill. This is all just a huge rock hole. I mean, look, this thing has been apparently ripping rock out of this thing for 40 years, and it's just like, this is all there is. So people think that that's the whole, like, quarry being here is kind of a ruse for other stuff that's going on up in there. Which, again, kind of makes sense to me because, you know, it seems once you get towards this particular area here, that's when suddenly there's no trespassing signs pop up. Whereas you can walk all over the place on the other side, there's no trespassing signs anywhere. Just, you can't go this area, though, this kind of southwestern part of the butte, which is just something, you know, I think it's weird. A lot of other people think it's weird, too. Alright, folks, well, that's it from my second trip up Kelly Butte Way. Kind of delving a little bit into things that just seem like they don't make a lot of sense. They're kind of mysterious up here. Why does nobody go up here? Why is it like a perfect spot for homeless people to go to, but yet when you go there, there's nobody left up there? Why is it not being maintained in certain ways, but like they're helping the plant life grow out there, so it's like they are kind of doing something? You know, why does this quarry look like it's only been in operation for like a couple years when really it's been decades? I don't know the answer to these questions, and I'm certainly not going to break the law to find out, but there's still, it's all very interesting what goes up on this hill over here. Anyway, another trek completed, another historic venture of the amateur variety, and all that said, it's been the Amateur Historian, and I will see you guys next time.